check. Now where did it go? Oh, hey, Double Tribble here. How's everyone? How are you? All right, we finally got this shoe in the road, I guess. Wow. All right. So 3 a.m. on, what's today? May 13th, Tuesday morning. And I was cooking some dinner. I guess it's breakfast now. I'm cooking some breakfast. So I got that cooked. I was waiting for it to cool down. I thought, well, while I'm waiting for my breakfast to cool down there, my oatmeal, I'll go ahead and build a YouTube website. and put my videos up on it. I don't know, for those of you who store your VODs, you know, on YouTube, you probably understand that they are, you know, a monopoly, and they're shitty, shitty monopoly, and they don't like people. Let's put that, they don't like people. Anytime you upload something to their site, they flag it for copyright and make you spend 3 days of your life trying to get your video back up on there. So I said, fuck you, YouTube. I'm going to build my own YouTube website. So that's what I'm going to do. And I got a little bit of time here while I'm waiting for my oatmeal to cool. So I'll build a website. The other day I was fooling around with AI. You know, you've probably heard of that. Have you heard of AI? Heard of that? And I've messed around before and just take little command line commands or something and asking an AI to formulate a command for me or something like that, you know, just little stuff like that. But the other day I did some tests, and I found this Bing Copilot. I figured Microsoft, they probably know how to write software, right? Maybe their AI knows how to write software too. Why? I mean, they're not going to hire an AI that doesn't know how to write software, right? So I went there and I tested it, gave it a couple tasks, and it wrote software, it wrote code, you know, and it worked. So I said, okay, I'll have the AI do my website for me. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Is this even here? This looks like this is off by a little bit. God, I hope I don't. Right before the thing, I was adjusting my camera, and it came unplugged, and it came unplugged in the back of the camera where I couldn't see it, and it was just, oh my goodness, and so it was a big hassle. Yeah, a lot of technical problems today. I don't know why, but all right, we gotta get this adjusted. We're all adjusted now. So that's what I'm going to do here while I'm waiting for my oatmeal to cool. I'll build a website. So that sounds like fun, huh? So I think I'll call it doubletribble.com. And I'll put my videos up there. How many ever will fit, I guess. And then people can go to my website and watch my videos instead of going to YouTube. How's that? All right. So let's see how we can do this here. First thing, you know, at first, I actually I wrote before the thing here. I wrote down what I wanted my website to do. You know, all the requirements that I have in my website, and I thought, okay, I'll tell Bing about that, and say, Bing, make a website that can do all these things. But then I realized that, wait a second, this isn't AI. It's intelligent. It can do everything. It can even do replace my job, what I just did, right? I made up all the requirements of what I wanted for a website, and after doing that, I said, well, the AI could do that. The AI can replace me. You know, all I have to do is say, you know, what the problem is, fix the problem, and see if it'll do it. So, I don't know. We'll see if that works. All right, let's see. Let me go to Bing here, and I'll describe the problem. Let's see if I can find it here. God, maybe I have to log in again. If I have to do that, that'd be kind of a drag. Let's see here. Yeah, I gotta sign in again. Shit. Maybe it'll do it without me signing in. Sometimes it does that. It's 3 in the morning. There can't be that much demand on it. Maybe it's looking for customers right now. I don't know. Okay, here it is. All right, it's got it up here. All right. Oh, I am logged in. Okay, it says I'm logged in. All right, let's see if I can find that and put that up on the screen here so you guys can see what's going on too. Let's see, Microsoft Copilot. There it is. Microsoft Copilot. All right, there it is. Microsoft Copilot. Now, there it is. Let's see if we can make that. Microsoft Copilot. Now, I want to make it smaller, right? Like that. Microsoft Copilot. Now, I want to make it smaller. Put it on the screen here. It's big. Put it on the screen here. That's big. Okay, now I'm in the way. That's big. We'll figure this out. I'm in the way. How's that look? Figure this out. I'm in the way. That works. How's that look? Can you read that? It's kind of hard to read, isn't it? It works. Can you read that? It's kind of hard to read, isn't it? It works. Can you read that? It's kind of hard to read, isn't it? It works. Can you read that? It's kind of hard to read, isn't it? There we go. All right. So I'll tell Copilot here. So what the situation is, and ask it how to fix the situation. What the situation is, and ask it how to fix the situation. Hi. It's got to be nice to the AI. No. It's got to be nice to the AI. All right. Hi. It's got to be nice to the AI. All right. Hi. Two. All right. Hi. I want two. All right. Sideways. I want two. All right. Sideways. I want two. Should I do? Okay. Should I do? So I said, oh shit, we got an echo here. All right. Hang on. We'll figure this out. We got an echo here. All right. Hang on. We'll figure this out. We got an echo here. All right. Hang on. We'll figure this out. We got an echo here. All right. Hang on. We'll figure this out. All right. Did that fix it? Hang on. No. All right. Did that fix it? Hang on. No. How's that? Did that fix it? We don't need any audio, right? There we go. Okay. All right. So I typed into Bing. I said, "Hi, I don't like YouTube. I want to have a place to put my videos, my iVideos." Okay, now that probably confused it. Where everyone can watch them. What should I do? And it says there are plenty of alternatives to YouTube where you can share your videos without dealing with its quirks. Here are some options. So it just gave me a bunch of other websites. Each flow has strengths. Okay. All right. I don't want to have to deal with a company that can just delete videos whenever they want. I want to control it. Let's see what it says about that. That makes sense. All right. You want full control of your content without worrying about platform policies or sudden removals. That's what I want. Okay, the best way to achieve that is self-hosting your videos. Okay, it figured it out. Good. Here's a roadmap to get you started. Set up a website. If you haven't already, create a site where you can host your videos. Since you enjoy structured layouts, how does it know that? I don't know I enjoyed structured layouts. You might explore static site generators like Hugo or Heckle for efficiency. It says choose video hosting software. All right. PeerTube, okay, storage considerations. It says large video files can eat up space quickly. Options, dedicated server, cloud storage, self-hosted. If you want full local control, optimized for viewers. Ensure your videos are responsive. Okay, let's see. So what I want to do here, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I want to minimize the use of third-party software. All right, put that in there. Let's see what it says. Oh, what's thinking about that one? This is Microsoft software company, so they probably didn't like that. All right, got it. You want full control while keeping things lightweight and dependency free. Here's a minimalist approach to self-hosting your videos. You use pure HTML and CSS, no external libraries required. Embed videos directly with video tags. Style your player. Okay. Host videos on your own server. Store files in a structured directory. Ensure your web server is configured to serve video files efficiently. Excuse me. Optimize for different browsers. Convert video formats like MP4. Two formats like MP4 to maximize compatibility. Okay. All right. Efficient storage solutions. Okay, compress videos with FFmpeg. If you're okay with a lightweight CLI tool. Yes, I am. I know how to use FFmpeg. Okay, use static hosting to avoid database overhead. Okay. That sounds good. All right, let me do this then. That sounds good. Can you create a requirements document based on my current channel on YouTube, which is doubletribble-yt. I don't know if it'll allow you to dox yourself when you're talking to it, but I did it anyway. All right. That sounds good. Can you create a requirements document based on my current channel on YouTube? All right, so I'll just do that, and let's see if it'll create a requirements document. Oh, look at that! It found my videos. Look at how fast it found my videos. Holy Christ! Look at that! How did that do that so fast? It found 3 videos. Well, absolutely. Based on your channel, here's a requirements document for your self-hosted video platform. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, objective, create a self-hosted video platform. Yep, that's what we're doing. Content and features. Video types, educational, analytical. Okay, it's got the content type. Core features, there we go. HTML5 video player. No dependencies required. Okay, dark themed UI. It figured out that I had a dark theme. How did it know I had dark? Because that's something that you set when you go to the site, right? You go to the site, and you click. I want dark theme. How can it know that? All right. I guess most people like dark theme now. Let's see. Categorize. Organize videos by topic. Nah, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I need to do that. Meta display. Show video length, views, and description. Show video links, views, and description. Okay. Search and filtering. Allow users to find videos easily. Comment system optional. Okay. I don't get that many comments, so maybe it figured that out, that I don't get a lot of comments on my videos. I only had a few of them that got comments. Technical requirements. Self-hosted server. Static file storage. Efficient compression. Scalable storage. Front end. Okay. HTML, CSS only. Okay, how is it going to do all this stuff? How is it going to do? I guess it can figure out views and all that with just using back-end stuff. Let's see, responsive design, minimal JavaScript for interactive elements. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do that with no JavaScript. Back-end optional, lightweight database, API for video retrieval if needed for dynamic content. All right. I don't think I need. I can just use flat files. I have 100 videos or something. I don't need a big database program. Optimize and performance. Adaptive streaming. Lazy loading. Load videos only when needed. What is that? Bandwidth efficiency. Compressed formats. Option. Okay. Adaptive streams serve different resolutions. Okay. Would you like help designing a CSS layout for your video gallery? I can also suggest ways to automate video uploads with bash scripts, keeping everything streamlined. Let me know how you want to proceed. All right. So let me see. All right, we don't need that. Let's see, where are we at here? The requirements document, right? Okay. I only have let's see. I only have about 100 to 200 videos. So do I need a DB? Do I need a database? Let's see what it says here. No, you probably don't need a database for that. Okay, so it figured that out. Well, I asked it, right? Since your video collection is relatively small, you can store metadata, titles, descriptions, categories in simple JSON or CSV files. This keeps everything lightweight and easy to manage without adding unnecessary complexity. Here's a practical approach. Whoops, what the hell happened here? That was weird. Organize videos by folders. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. Use JSON-like, use JSON file like video.json to store metadata. Okay. Use a script bash or simple JavaScript to read and display video data dynamically. Okay. This method eliminates the need for a database while keeping everything structured. Okay. Now I want to see, can I do this with static pages to lighten the load on the server? Okay, so I asked if I can do static pages. A static site is the perfect way to keep things lightweight, dependency-free, and efficient while maintaining full control over your videos. Since you don't need user accounts, yeah, I don't need user. It's just me, right? I don't have to sign into my own website, right? Dynamic search or frequent database updates. This static approach works beautifully. Okay, how to set it up? Okay, they already talked about that. HTML, CSS, pre-generate video lists, store metadata in JSON, and have a script generate HTML pages from it. Okay. Organized file structure. Okay, I don't think I want to do. I just want to put all the videos in one folder. I think one directory, one path. Okay, use JavaScript for lightweight features. A script can dynamically read the JSON files and display videos. Add simple filters for categories. Lazy load thumbnails to improve speed. What does lazy load mean? I've never heard that before. Some browser feature, I guess. Low server load. No real-time processing or database queries. Fast loading, pre-built pages or instant, easier backups. Everything is just files, no complex migrations. Full control, no risk of platform takedowns. Yeah, that's why that was the whole purpose, right? Want help structuring your gallery? Okay, let's see. Can I do it without using any JavaScript? Okay, can I do it without using any JavaScript? I better say yes. Yes. You can build a fully static video site without JavaScript. It will require carefully structured HTML, CSS, but it's absolutely doable. Here's how. Hand code the video pages. No, I'm not going to hand code it. That's your job. That's your job, Bing. Let me get my. No. Oh, okay. It already hand coded it. Okay, let's see here. Each video gets its own HTML file. Oh God, no, I don't want to do that. Manually structured. Really? Okay. Okay, I see what it's doing. Okay, I don't see. Each video is simple, lightweight, and direct. Create a static index page. Manually list video links in an HTML only gallery. I don't want to do that. Okay. Use CSS for styling. Yeah. Automate with static site generators. Optional. If managing hundreds of videos manually becomes tedious, you can use these static web things. Static page builders. Okay. Well, they're getting way off here on weird stuff. I don't even know if I need to put descriptions on my videos, really. I probably should, huh? Alright, that's not how I want it to look. Whoops. Alright, so I'm going to say, can I set it up? Set it up so... Shit. Can I set it up so it shows a list, a list of thumbnails like YouTube does. And then when I hover, how do you spell hover? Hover over the title, it shows the description. The description pops up. Okay, can I set it up so it shows a list of thumbnails like YouTube does, and then when I hover over the title, the description pops up? Yes, you can achieve that purely with no JavaScript. Here's how. You'll create a grid or list of thumbnails, each linking to the video. All right, so we've got HTML here, styling. All right, that's pretty simple stuff. How it works: each thumbnail is clickable, leading to the video page. The title and description appear on hover, keeping the UI clean. Appear on hover, keeping the UI clean. The styling uses pure CSS, ensuring lightweight efficiency. Okay. Well, we want the title to show without hovering, but we can make the description show. Let's see here. You create a grid or list of thumbnails. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't like the way it wants to do it, but all right. So I try it gets it pretty good. I mean, it directed me to my own website. Did that much. You know, I told it I wanted it. At first, it had this big bulky thing, right? It had this big, all these different, you know, just a big bulky site with all this different software. I told it I didn't want that, and so it said okay, and did it this way. So that's pretty good. Let's see here. All right, so what I guess the next step here is for it to, I guess what I could just give it my, all right, I don't need a separate page for each video, right? All I need is just to list all the videos, you know, 3 or 4 per row, all the videos, with a title next, and a title and date or whatever on the video. And then when the user hovers over the thing, it'll give the full description. And if they click on the thing, it just pops up a video player. That's what I want, right? So let me tell it that's what I want. Okay. Well, let me ask it its opinion first, right? Do I need a separate HTML page for each video? Can I just list the thumbnails and have a player pop up when the user clicks the video? Let's see if it did. Let's see what it says about that. Well, it's very agreeable. Yes, you can actually keep everything on one page and have the video player pop up when a thumbnail is clicked. This removes the need for separate HTML files while keeping everything simple and fast. Here's how to do it without JavaScript. All right, so they got a thing here. Oh, they got a radio button? Wait, oh, no. All right, let's see. Input type radio, image, thumbnails, contact, JPEG, deep dive. Okay, that's a thumbnail. Okay. The title. Okay, I don't know why they've got a radio input for the thing. You don't need to do that. This code here isn't even close to what the tests that I was doing. When I was doing tests, it did a really good job. This is kind of crappy here, so I don't know what they're doing. All right. Why do you have a separate input tag? Can't you put the thumbnail inside the video tag? Let's see what it says about that. Good thinking. You can indeed place the thumbnail inside the video tag using the poster attribute. Okay. All right, that looks a little bit better. They don't have that stupid radio input. All right, so you can't, the way it's set up there, you can't click on the title, but it would still, okay. All right, that looks good. All right, let me, I think I'm going to go to what I had written up before. Let's see if I can find that here. Open recent. Web page specs is what I called it. Okay. All right, let me show you what I wrote up. This is going to be up a little bit. A second here. Sorry, I'm trying to get this set up here. Okay, OBS makes me change scenes for some reason. I don't know. It's funny software. So I had to put my own mug up there for a second. Video capture. This capture, that capture, this thing, that thing. There we go. Okay. So this is what I wrote up. What just thinking about it. How does that look? Okay, now we've got to move it over a little bit. All right, can you read that? Can you read that, right? All right, so I said no JavaScript, just what we were talking about. No JavaScript. I said the script uses only standard local resources and utilities on a base Linux system. Okay, we've got that established with the thing. The script finds all of the video files in a path, in a folder, and generates the web pages and shows a list of the videos with video tags. That's what we were just talking about. Except I wanted to do it automatically. Let's see. Common parameters like path names, number of videos should be defined at the beginning of the script. Okay. So yeah, I could go back and forth with it like this, you know, and it would make suggestions, and I'd have to go back and forth. This is a lot. I think, you know, it's good. It's a good idea to go through this with the thing, because maybe I got some ideas from it. But I thought I would just be able to just say, you know, okay, here's the problem. What do you suggest? And have it give a strategy, and then say, okay, do a requirements document, and have it do that. And I could look at that and maybe make a couple suggestions, and then say, okay, write the code, you know. So it's not quite there yet. I mean, it is. I could go through it and go through that process, but it would be pretty tedious, you know. And I've already written this up, so I'm just going to do it this way. Let's see how many items I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. One thing that I did suggest, I think I said to put the descriptions in just a text file. JSON format might be better. Everybody uses JSON, and it's just probably easier to work with that. Let's see. Here it is. All right. So let's see. So I'll change that to JSON instead of a text file, if there's a JSON file, with the exact name as the video file, excluding the file extension. Okay, then show the first portion of the contents of that file. No, okay, so I don't want to say that. I want to say first portion of the description from that. Okay, then show the first portion of the description from that metadata as a description of the video under the video title. Okay, so we get that. What else do we want to do here? If there's an image file with the exact same, then use that image. And use that image as the poster image for the video. If there is no such image file, then create one using a frame from about 8 minutes into the video. Now that's something that YouTube does that would be really difficult to do. I mean, we could do it. YouTube has an intelligent algorithm. It has AI, I'm sure, that's going through the videos. When you upload your video, it goes through the video and tries to find compelling frames that it can use as a thumbnail. It's like a thumbnail, an AI thumbnail picker from your video. You know how you upload it to YouTube and it gives you 3 choices. It used to just take 3, you know, when they first did that feature, it would just take 3 random frames from the video, you know. And now that it's all AI and everything, and it tries to pick, like I noticed, it tries to pick stuff where I'm smiling, or, you know, it has an algorithm, right? And it's feeding back, you know, whatever gets the most clicks and all that, you know. Let's see. All right, so we're doing okay. If there's an image file, right? Okay, we just did that. So what I want it to do, I wanted to write a script that will go through all of my video files, generate the static web page, and if there's a description file, JSON description file, then put that up there, and then also to go through the videos and go about 8 minutes into the video, because I got this big long introduction, right? I've got this I play my intro, right? So I want to get past that and grab a thumbnail and use that for the thumbnail. So I wanted to do that. So you understand what we're doing here? So I got all my videos stored in MP4 files somewhere. And so I want to have a script, just a regular old bash script that I run that'll go through each of those videos and build an HTML file, HTML web page that shows all of those videos, like 3 or 4 per row, all of them, with a title, and extract the title from the file name of the video. And if there's a JSON file associated with that, with the video files, then use that for descriptions. And then also go into the video MP4 files about 8 minutes in, grab a frame, and use that as the thumbnail. Should be able to do all that, right? At the bottom of the page, include a statement that the site is for 18+ and include a generic privacy statement. And what else was I going to say? There's something else I wanted to put at the bottom of the page. Oh, right. And a CC by SA 40 license. Oops, license. Okay. Actually, I've got that on all the videos, right? I put C40 on each of the video. Maybe I should leave that off, because maybe there's because also I put videos up there that well, I'll leave that on there. Let's see what it comes up with. All right, so what I'll do, I don't know if this is too much to feed into it or not. How many items do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 items. Okay. Let me tell you, I got this list here. I have a list of 22 items in a requirements list for writing software. Oh wait, let me writing the script in HTML script will generate the HTML CSS. Code. All right, so I said I have a list of 22 items and a requirements list for writing the script. Let me put bash script so it knows. The bash script that will generate the code, okay. Can I give that to you and have you write the code? Right, okay. Let's see what it says. Absolutely, okay. Send over the requirements, and I'll craft a bash script that generates your HTML and CSS exactly as you need. Since you prefer lightweight, dependency-free solutions, I'll ensure it sticks to pure bash with no unnecessary dependencies. Just drop the lists, and I'll get to work. All right. Well, here we go. All right. Oh, I got. Let me show you what I just typed in here, because I changed my page here. Yeah, this is what I did. Can you see that? No, you can't see that very well, can you? Jesus, what are we doing here? There you go. That's a little bit better. I don't know, why did that go off like that? I had that all adjusted. Huh. All right, can you read that? Is that readable? On the video here? I don't know if it's video. Yeah, you can kind of read that, I guess. Let me make it a little bit bigger. All right. All right, so now I'm going to take my little list of stuff that I wanted my website to be. And we'll see how... This is pretty complicated, isn't it? I mean, for it to be able to do this, if it can figure this out, that would be something. All right, so I'm just going to copy and paste that document we were just looking at there. It all fit, okay. Double triple bash script design requirements. The script creates, okay, it does all this stuff. All right, I think that's it. Let's see what it does. Holy cow! Oh, I put quick response. I should probably put. This is a well-structured and thorough set of requirements. I appreciate the clarity and attention to detail. Put together a bash script that generates static HTML, CSS following your specifications while keeping everything lightweight and dependency-free. Here's my plan. Parse video file names to extract titles, dates, and sorting order. Right, that's what I wanted it to do. Good. Read metadata from JSON files if available for descriptions. Generate preview images from video files when none exists. You know, I just realized something. I don't think I want a separate JSON file for each video. That's kind of dumb. I should just have one big JSON file with all of the videos in it. Okay, I think I'll tell it that here and see if that throws it off. Generate preview images from video files when none exist. Construct HTML pages dynamically with dark themed styling. Implement pagination logic to stay within 15-row limit. Ensure existing files are safely archived before creating new versions. I'll now write bash script and provide you with clean... Okay. Stay tuned. Oh, is it doing it now? Wait. Edit this response. Wait. Okay, wait a second. Just one change. Please put all of the video metadata into one JSON file instead of having separate files for each video. Let me make sure that's what we want to do, right? That makes sense to do it that way. All right. And I'm going to change this to a deep thinker so that it does it good. I might have to wait a few minutes here. Just one change. Please put all of the video metadata files for each one. Go ahead. Please write it now. All right, so there we go. Let's see if it will figure that out. Oh my God, there it goes. It's thinking. All right. I wonder if my oatmeal is cool yet. Check on it. All right, I'm gonna go check on my oatmeal while it's making my YouTube website. Okay. Yeah. My oatmeal's not cool yet, so we're still. My oatmeal's over 50 degrees, so 50 degrees C. All right. Below is a complete bash script that meets your requirements. It uses only standard Linux utilities plus FFmpeg, FFprobe, right, for generating the previews and gathering the video data, right? And creates fully static HTML and CSS, no JavaScript, out of all the video files found under a specified directory. It also expects a single JSON file, by default named video metadata.json, that contains video metadata such as descriptions for your videos. If that file isn't present, the description areas will simply be left empty. You can tweak variables defined at the top for things like source video path and number of videos per row. Remember that a page will show at most videos per row by max rows, right? Okay. It's a two-dimensional, rows and columns, right? Videos per row, number of columns, in other words. Okay. Additional videos will be paginated. Okay. I'm curious to see how that nav bar is going to look. Okay, save this script, for example, as generate site.sh, make it executable, and run it from your base Linux system. All right. Oh wait, it's got. All right, that's what I just said. Oh, it took my thing and it just put it as remarks in the bash script. It Okay. That's funny. All right. Can you guys read that? Is that readable on the on the video here? I don't know if that's big enough. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do this. Let me do this. Let me go. There we go. All right. So it wrote it, and what it did is it took that document and my requirements list, and it just put it as remarks at the beginning of the bash script. reorganized it though. It looks like it's cleaner than the way I wrote it. Let's see. All right, so it's got the configuration section. God, this, I can't believe how well this is writing this. That's pretty smart. Look at how you know. All right, video directory, right? Put all the videos and videos. Output directory. What? Okay, directory to output generated files. Oh, okay, right, okay. CSS file. HTML pages. Reference this. Oh, okay. That's there. That's where the yeah, output directory is where it thinks that it wants to run the where the main directory is for the server. Okay, global video metadata. Okay, let's get metadata. Optional should contain objects with key something. I don't know. Pagination. Okay, it's got that. How many things? Okay. Videos per page. Okay, all right, it figures that out. Right. Banner and profile assets settings. Big Bang. My crow logo. Profile name. Double triple. Yep. Profile status. Uncensored and unfiltered. That's funny. All right. Profile info now. See, I don't know how many. I'm not going to have subscribers. I'm not going to have, right. It's and views. I don't think it's going to count views. I don't think this thing is going to be able to count views. So I just put this, you know, put this big number underneath my name, so it looks like I have a lot of whatever. Let's see, profile description. Okay, it's got my profile description. It's got links to my socials, and it put all that stuff into variables here, which is very cool. Okay, main HTML. Okay, that's the name of the thing. Now wait a second, it just had here. Oh, those were just directories. Okay, it's got the CSS. Okay, it's got an HTML down here, main. Okay, make sure output directory exists. Oh, it just makes it. P, I think that's parents, isn't it? Isn't that what the small p is for make directory? So it just goes ahead and makes it. Okay, archive existing HTML file if it exists. Okay, let me make sure it's doing that right. If the file exists, then make a timestamp and then move it to, let's see. Okay, so it keeps it in the same directory and just tag the timestamp on the back on the end of it. Okay, that's what I told it to do. And this code looks like it's all going to run too. I don't see, you know, it doesn't look like it's messed up or anything. Or this is amazing. Wow. CSS file. I don't know. I'm not that much into CSS. I don't know. You know, all the specific details and syntax and all that for those files, so I assume that's right. Let me see if there's anything wacko in here though, just to... Okay. Gather video metadata into a temporary sortable list. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy this. Is there a way to copy this? Let's see. Share message. How do I don't know how I can. Let me just. There should be a way to just to copy this, right? To just say copy what you have here and download it or something. But it's, I don't see that it does that. It can do that. Oh, there we go. Copy. Okay. Copy. All right. So now come over to my other document here. Do that. Save that. Paste. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, this is a monster. This is huge. All right, let me save it here. All right, so now what I did is I rather than try to read this in the browser here, I went ahead and copied all this code because it looks like it's good so far. So, and I'm putting it into my little mousepad editor here on my desktop. And so now I will take that and show that to everybody here. Documents. There we go. All right. I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Is that good? Is that... Can you read that? That's a little bit easier to read too, isn't it? Right? There we go. Well, I still got more room on the side there. I can make this bigger. Did I get bigger? Yeah, I got bigger. All right, that's readable. You can read that on the video and everything. Very cool. All right, so and this is a lot easier to work with here, I think. Just scroll through. Let me. I don't know if I want to make this a mono. Let's see. All right. So, so it's got the CSS. Okay, there right where it says gather video metadata into a temporary sortable list. Temporary, okay. Temporary file to hold video details. Each line will contain video date. Okay, this is weird. This has got... I wonder if I screwed up the formatting here when I copied this. Oh, I see. Okay, it is. That's just a space. That's just the... it doesn't fit on my thing here. Yeah. All right. Doesn't matter. Okay, so each line will contain the date, a tab, a path, a tab, video length, poster image, description. Okay, temp file equal mk temp. mk temp. What? I don't understand that. Let me look for mk temp here. It's only in there twice. There. Down there. Sorted file, mk temp. Okay, that's a mistake, I think. Because I don't see this anywhere else. Now, is this a separate? Is this an actual? That's a line of code there. That's not part of the remark. Huh. I'm gonna break this so that this doesn't wrap like that, so I can read this a little bit better. Okay. So that's, I don't understand why it's doing that. What it's doing there. All right, I'm going to ask it what this is about here. All right, so we'll come over here. What does this mean? All right, so let me switch this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm asking the thing now. Oh shit, it's slid off again. Why the fuck is it doing that? I don't know why. Sorry guys. This OBS is just a monster, man. Oh, you know what it is? I changed it. Okay, I see what the problem is. I need to add a new. Okay, I'll do that in a second. All right, so we've got this the thing here, and so I don't know what this does here. It's got this thing that says temp file equal $, paren, mk temp close paren. If I remember correctly, a bash script, if you put a $, and put in parens, then it's going to execute this. It'll execute that. I don't know what that is. I'm going to ask it what that is. I don't think I need. Just need a quick response here. What does this mean? Oh, it's a Linux command. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that command before. The standard Linux command that generates a unique temporary file name. Ah, okay. Never heard of that. Never used it. All right. How bizarre. All right. So it's okay. That. How it works. Okay, let's get how it works. All right. Creates a temporary file and stores its name in the variable temp file. Huh, okay. That's kind of handy, actually. I'll use that from now on. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right. I'm going to add a new... I'm going to do some stuff here to OBS, and I don't know what's going to happen, but... capture 2. All right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm doing some OBS stuff here, guys. Sorry. God damn, man. This is a bitch. All right. Rename. name. Oh, maybe I can't rename one that I'm using. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get OBS to do what I want it to do here, and it's just, you know. All right. Okay, there's window 1. There's window 2. Okay. All right, so we're back to this again. All right, make temp. Who knew? Who knew? Standard thing. All right, function. Look up description from metadata file for the given video base name. Look up description. Okay, the meta. Okay, so we need the meta file. Okay, so there is no meta file. Let's see. This is a very rudimentary JSON lookup using grep and sed. All right. Description equal grep op file name. Let's get file name in quotes. Okay, so it's got single quotes, then it's got file name in double quotes. /s star base. What was $ base? What was that? Description. File. Okay, file name description. Metadata file. Okay, so it's doing what it's doing is it's taking this variable called description, and it's assigning to this variable the output from this command here. Oh, it's big. It's even longer. Jesus, look at this monster here. All right. The output from this command. So it's taking grep. Grep is going to search this file, the metadata file, and it's going to look for the word file name, /s star. I'm not sure what s. Maybe that's how it defined this thing or something. I'm not sure what that is. /s star colon /s star $ base. I don't remember what that was. That's another variable. File name. Oh, let me. I'm going to search for $ base here and see what that is. I'm just using mousepad as an editor. I'm not, you know. Set my occurrences. It doesn't define what base is anywhere. Oh, it's got it in single quotes here though. So, okay, so that's not a variable. That's just a literal $ base in the thing. That's scary. All right. single quote, double quote, single quote. No, it's double quote. It's double quote. Jesus. All right, I'm going to save this and see if my little editor here will. I'm gonna save this file and see if my little editor here will adjust its stuff. Let's see here where I put this thing. I want to see if it gave it a name. I used the name that it gave to it. If it did give it a name. No. Oh, there it is. Save the script for example. Okay, give me an example. But okay. There we go. That's better, isn't it? All right, now we can hopefully read that a little bit better. When I saved it as a .sh, then it figured out that it was a bash script, so we colorized it. All right, so let's see here. Rudimentary, yeah, we got that. Okay, grep. Okay, so it's looking for the literal file name with these codes next to it. That's probably I don't know what that is. And this here, it is a variable, $base. But $, I don't see the $base. Oh, here it is, up here. It's right here. Okay. Duh. All right. So $1. Okay. So it's $1 is the parameter from the command line when I type it in. Interesting. Function, lookup description from metadata file for a given video based name. All right, I'm going to ask it what that is. What is $base? So I'm asking it. Okay, in the script, right, $base represents the base name of a video file, meaning the file name without the file extension. Okay. Base equal, okay, all right, I see what it is. All right, I searched for $base. I didn't search for all right, never mind. Yeah, I searched for $base. All right. There it is. Right there. But I don't know why it's. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. That's still not right. All right. Well, let me see. Let me see what uses this function here. Get description. Let's see if it. Okay, that's the thing. There it is. Okay. Description equal. Look up description. Oh, man. Cut C1 to 100. Optionally shorten the description here to the first 100 characters. Okay. Okay. So it's okay. So it's got a little function. Okay. So it's a function. It's doing a function call up here, down to here, or up to here. Just putting it at a time. Let's see. Okay. All right. Phi base. What does phi base do? Oh, do we need to parse this thing here? That's what I was doing. Was going through this. I guess I'll just assume that it wrote that correctly. All right, I'm going to ask it what phi base is. I don't remember what that is. No. Oh, 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 oh. It's the and if, but it's forgot to put a thing at the end of it. Oh God, it looks like there might be a typo. No. All right. So it did a typo, because that should be this should be an and if here is what this is, if, and it did phi base. Damn, I don't think that's right. If that is right, I've never seen it done that way before. So all right. Okay, in the get description function, near the end, it says phi base. Good catch. That looks like a typo. It should probably be base instead of phi base. In the get description function, the script is supposed to match video metadata from the JSON file using the base file name. without the extension. If there's a typo like Firebase, the function might not properly retrieve descriptions for your videos. Fixing the typo. Locate the function. I wonder if I accidentally typed that in. Let me look at his original thing here. Oops. God damn it, man. I'm having problems with my mouse also here. It's a mechanical issue with this mouse. All right, I'm gonna zoom out here so this is a little bit more comfortable for me. You might not be able to read this, but all right. Yeah, it's not in there. I must have accidentally typed that into the goddamn script when I was searching for the base thing. Okay, never mind. It's my fault. Okay, the little AI. And the AI took the blame for it. What a nice employee. All right. So the cursor must have been sitting right here, and I tried to search for base. I typed in base. You know, and it typed in base there. So that's where that came from. It was a typo. Okay, you get it. This is the original. This is what the computer typed in. And I was searching through it and I saw this. I said, "What's this? What is Firebase? What does that mean?" I don't remember anything like that. And it was because I typed in the word base when I was searching for base accidentally into the code. Okay. Let me save this. All right. All right, so let's continue going through this. I'm going to assume all this is right. I don't know if this is right or not. I don't know what the said option E, cap E is. You know, I'd have to go through and just search all the man pages. I think it's probably easier just to run the damn thing and see if it works. Okay, find each file in the video directory. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Ah, now here's where they're assigning base. Here's where they're using that thing. Okay. All right. Extract the video. If the base, let's see, double triple. Oh, okay. They're parsing the file names now based on my spec there. All right. Double triple. Oh, any number of characters. Okay. Then raw title equal. Oh my God. Bash rematch. What is that? I don't know what that is. Copy. Oh, I think my oatmeal's getting cold. That's the only 2 times it's there. Bash rematch 1. Oh, okay. That must be a bash. That must be a bash variable. Bash rematch. Okay, I want to understand this. I want to know this, so I'm going to look this up. All right, let me. Mouse pad, Firefox. Huh. Okay, I'm not talking. I'm sorry. I'm thinking here. I'm not talking. I should be talking, but I'm not. Let's see if I can. All right, there we go. I wanted to get a terminal up here. Can you see that? Probably going to have trouble reading this. I don't know if there's a way to make extern, make the stuff bigger. Sure, there's probably a way to do that, but I don't know how to do it. So I'll just read everything I'm typing in. Man bash. All right. All right, so I'm going to look through the bash man page here and see if I can find. There it is, bash. There it is, bash rematch. Okay. It says bash rematch. So bash rematch is a bash variable. What they call a shell variable, bash shell variable. And it says an array variable. It's an array variable, so it's got a lot of stuff. Okay. An array variable whose members are assigned by the equal tilde binary operator. That are assigned by the equal tilde binary operator to the bracket conditional command. Okay, right. Okay. So when you have the double bracket conditional command, that's a command actually. It's not a portion of a statement. That's an actual. The brackets are. It's like a test. You know, the test command in bash. Bracket is as a whole is an actual command itself. It looks like it's just an element of a statement when you're reading bash, but it's an actual command. Okay, the element with index 0 is the portion of the string matching the entire regular expression. The element with index 0 is the portion of the string matching the entire regular expression. The element with index n is the portion of the string matching the nth parenthesized sub-expression. Okay, so it's just basically getting into the guts of of that conditional pattern matching thing, which is cool. I've never heard of that before, so I just learned something. That's pretty cool. All right. All right. Why is this like this? There we go. You see the whole thing? Now let me move it over. Yeah, I still haven't. I guess I haven't mastered OBS yet or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm still messing with OBS here. Oh, I see what I gotta do. I gotta do that. There we go. Okay. All right. And we want to be able to read that. So just read down a little bit. There we go. Let's do a little bit more. Is that still on the screen? It may make me smaller. I don't need to be that big. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, so that's what Bash Rematch is. And they're looking at okay, element 0 is the longest thing. So they're looking at the two parts of this match here. So this right here is not just part of the if statement. It's a whole new command itself. This double bracket here, and it closes over here. That's a separate command. That's a separate command in Bash. So you got the if statement, and then this is a command in Bash that looks to try to find a match, and then it stores the apparently its inner workings, what it's found in these Bash variables. So that's cool. I learned something else new today. So let's see. Replace dashes with spaces for display. Okay, it's using the tr command. Don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't have to go out there and do that. It could do that with a with just a parameter parsing, but that's okay. We'll just leave it. Skip files that do not match the expected format. Continue. All right. See what else it does. Get video length using ffprobe if available. So it looks, let's see if I've got that ffprobe command. Okay, so it wants to find the duration in seconds. Okay. Use ffprobe v. I'm assuming that's verbose. I don't know. Oh, maybe the v air. Maybe that means. Okay, select streams. Okay, stream 0. Okay, so it's going to. Okay. There's only one video in there, so it doesn't really need to do that. Let's see. Show entries. Format equal duration. Let's see. Of default, no print wrappers. I don't know what these detail stuff. No keys file. I don't know what all that stuff does. But that's basically getting the number of seconds of the video for its metadata. Oh, and then it's doing a test. Okay. Duration int equal duration seconds. Duration int is less than 3600, which is an hour, right? Then minutes equal. Okay, so it's okay. So it's going in there. It's finding out the duration in seconds using ffprobe. ffprobe apparently maybe doesn't have a way to parse it down into minutes and seconds, so it's doing that here. It's taking seconds and it's dividing and all that, and it's got a little few lines of code here to figure out how many minutes and seconds, hours, minutes, seconds, and then it figures it out. Okay. All right, that's probably works, right? I don't think I need to get into that. And if none of that works, if we can't do that, then it just says NA. All right, poster image. All right. Okay, it's assuming that my videos are 30 frames per second. It's making that assumption here. They are, but if I went to a different duration, then this would break maybe, or it would do something different. So that's a little. It should use this FF probe function to also get the frames per second from the video, and then use the frames per second to calculate this number here instead of just making that number a hard-coded number in here. So that's minor mistake, right? It's still going to work because my videos are 30 frames per second. And if it's let's see here, if I put a 60 frame per second video in there, then it would pull out a frame from 4 minutes in instead of 8 minutes in. That's probably what would happen here. Extraction time. All right. Whoops. All right. Poster image equals. All right, so FFmpeg is going to, no wait, he's telling it to, second. Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and create the JPEG thumbnails right in that directory, which is okay, I guess. FFmpeg extraction time. Okay, so it skips Y. What is FFmpeg Y? What does that do? Oh no, wait. That's okay. I know what that is. That's okay. Let's see. Extraction time. V frames. Okay, so get 1 frame. To poster image. Okay. All right, so it's gonna save it. It's gonna save it as to the main directory. Base. Okay, that's the base name poster. Okay, so it's going to be titled. It's going to have the same title as my videos with an underscore poster.jpg instead of MP4. Okay. Let's see, description, base, look up the description from the global JSON metadata file. Okay. Append info to a temporary file. All right. Sort the list by date. Most recent first. Okay. Date format sorts lexically. Yeah, that's why I set it up that way. That was smart of it to figure that out, though. Right? It figured out that I have the date in here by year, month, and day. So if you sort it lexically, it's going to come out chronologically also. So it figured that out. It figured out that it didn't have to do anything extra. So that was smart. Let's see, total number of videos. Okay. Sorted file. Okay, that's just counting the number of lines in that file. That's what that does. WC is a word count. It doesn't need to do that either. It could do this with inside bash. It doesn't need to do that. I don't know. Calculate the number of pages needed. Videos per page. Okay. Okay, now here's the HTML page based on a range of videos. Okay. Generate page. Okay, this is just the function that does it. Okay, so okay, so this is a function that will generate any HTML page, and it just calls it with the page number, I guess, or something. That's what it looks like. I don't know. Archive existing page if it exists. Move to there. Okay. Okay, here's the actual HTML code. Well, oh, it's got my social links in here. Look at what's got in here. Names, profile status. That's funny that it says profile status. It says uncensored and unfiltered. That was like a marketing thing. I just wanted to, you know, as a gimmick or just a joke, you know, because YouTube censors it. The whole reason for doing this is because YouTube is censoring my stuff, right? So I just wanted to put up there uncensored, unfiltered. Now it's putting it on every single video as the status of the video, which is kind of funny. That's okay. Let's see. Navigation bar. Okay, let's see how it does the nav bar here. Nav bar. How long have I been streaming for? Okay. I got 15 minutes to wrap this up, huh? I don't know. I don't know how it's. I can't tell how that's going to look until I see it. So I'll just skip over that. Video gallery. Oh, okay. This is the video gallery. This is the actual video. There it is. Video. Controls poster equal. Is that right? Is that how that's supposed to look? I guess so. Okay, that's the same code for the navigation bar at the bottom. Now, why they didn't? I don't know why they just duplicated that. That's kind of, they could have put that in a function or something. Let's see. Okay, and this site respects your privacy. I told it to put a generic privacy statement in there. This is what it put. Privacy policy. This site respects your privacy. Oh my goodness. CC by SA40. Okay. I don't think, you know, this code here, I don't think I can actually put this code into a CC by 40. If I made changes to this, because this is in the public domain, anything that the computer does, anything that I think that's the last I heard was anything that an AI does is in the public domain. So maybe they change that. That's kind of in flux now, I guess. Anyway, isn't it? Let's see. Generated. Echo generated. Page file name. That's it. This is the bottom. Generate all pages. All right. Site generation complete. Total videos. God, this is really something else. The only mistake I found was the one that I typed into it. Well, there are a couple other things in there. They're using external commands like WC and all that that they really don't need to. They don't need to go outside. They could just use Bash stuff for that. But maybe it's actually faster. Sometimes if the Bash code is not some of those commands commands that are internal to Bash are really inefficient. Some of them, and you can actually do it faster by going to an outside thing. But I don't care what it does there. It's not that big of a deal. This is like a one-time thing anyway, right? Or every time I want to put a new video on, if I make a few more videos and I want to add them, then I would run this again. That's all. That's it, right? So, all right. So now what do we do here? All right, I've saved this. Where did I save this? I saved this at Documents. All right. I'm going to copy that over to another file. I mean, another folder, and then and run it. Let's see what it does. Let's see here. All right, let me put my mug back up here because I'm going to be navigating around here. Are we still on? Can you hear me now? All right, I think it's still working. All right, I'm going to navigate around here and move some files and stuff. Let's see. All right, we've got this thing here. All right, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to dox myself or whatever. I don't want to dox anything here. I don't know if that's the right. Okay. So what I'm just going to type some stuff in here and copy this. If I don't make any typos here. Documents. What did I call that thing? Gen-dt-html sh. For some reason this is audio output capture. Oh, I see. Did that take care of that? Where are those birds? Where is that bird sound coming from? All right, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's shut it off. All right, so what I'm going to copy that script that the computer just wrote. I saved it somewhere that has stuff in it that maybe I don't want to put on the video on a stream live. So I'm going to copy that file over to somewhere else here. I thought I already had this up here. All right, I'm gonna do it this way. I was gonna try to do it with my from the command line, but it's easier to just use the Thunar. These names they got for these things. Let's see. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to run this on an actual the production thing. I'm just going to do it. All right, this is going to take a. Okay, I might lose my stream here. I'm gonna try something that I might lose my stream with here. So, hang on just a second. You still streaming? It probably went blank there for a second. It says I'm frozen here. Oh, there we go. Damn. All right. Still going. I haven't been checking chat. I didn't. I didn't expect a lot of chatters at 4 in the morning. So. All right. Oh, I still got to do this thing here. All right. I might disappear again. SDV. Okay, do we survive? Am I still streaming? I don't know. Okay. You're probably going to have to redo your thing here. It says I'm still streaming. Oh, it says unstable. Well, everybody knows that. Let's see here. Stream health. Unstable. All right. All right. It's going still, so I think I'm doing the same stream here, so. All right. Yeah, I had to do that. I had to drop down and do something that. Anyway, you don't need to know the details. All right, so now we've got something here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this little program that this computer wrote, and I'm going to copy it over to this section where I have all my videos. I should probably put the videos in a separate folder though, shouldn't I? Right? Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, I'll just put it right here. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, it doesn't get. Okay. Never mind. All right, I'm just going to run it right inside the same folder that I have all of my videos stored in, which sounds kind of dangerous to do, doesn't it? I don't know if I should do that or not. All right, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, so all right, let's see. Let me see what. Let me go to my terminal. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing here, if I can. Oh, here we go. Whoops. All right, that's the thing. Okay, there we go. You see that? Make it out a little bit bigger. You can read that, right? I can't tell if it's big enough to read or not. So I'm in a terminal here. My video is lagging by about 30 seconds or something like that. I'm going to see if I can try to reset that here. If you're watching this, your video might be lagging too. No, it says 3 seconds. Okay, so it's just YouTube is. I'm sorry, Twitch is delaying my thing by about 30 seconds, which is the 30 seconds I had to drop in and do some root stuff that I didn't want to stream live. So, all right, but that's okay. It's going to be delayed a little bit. So if you chat, it's going to take me a little while to respond to your chat, for you to hear my response to your chat if you decide to chat. So just keep that in mind. In fact, I'll type that right into chat here in case somebody shows up. Note. So if you type in chat, all right. All right, so here are all of my, not all of them, but just like 70 or 60, 70, 80 videos that I have in here. And I just typed in, I just copied over this guy, which is the script that the AI wrote. And I think I should just be able to run that without any problem. But just to make sure, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to my Copilot guy here. And we're going to see, because he had some instructions on here. So I guess I'm going to have to change those variables in here. All right, here it is. How it works. Configuration and archiving. At the beginning of the script, set several variables, right? We knew that already. Generates a CSS file. Does a bunch of video processing. I don't know if the user I'm logged in as is going to be able to do these things. Maybe I should test that. And then it generates it. Okay, so the first thing we got to do, I guess, is to make sure that those things, or change the variables, and then make sure that the that those commands will work. Let me. I'm just going to try something here really quick. See what that should. Okay, that worked. I don't know what that did. Yeah. Okay. So it's. You have to specify a file. Okay. So it's okay. Those are running. All right, I'm sure I can use WC and those other things, grep and all those must be available to me. So okay, so if those should work. Okay, so now let me just do a nano here on that file. I forget what it's called. That's okay. I don't have to know what it was called. And let's see if we can just find out, set all these things. Okay, so the video directory is where we're at right now, right? Is the one that I'm actually running in the thing. I'm gonna keep his thing. And we're just gonna run it right here. And we're going to output. I'll output it to the same thing too. We'll just do all of them right here, right? CSS file. Do I want to do that? Yeah, that's right. CSS file. Okay, so the directories is right here where I'm running the thing. There's no subdirectories or anything. Meta file. Global video metadata JSON file. Optional. Should contain objects. Okay. I don't have that file. And it looks like they're already putting it right in this directory. They're calling it video metadata JSON. So I don't have that. I won't worry about it. Number of rows 15. Videos per row 4. Let's do 3 videos per row. I wonder if they sized the thing. I don't remember when I was going through that if they sized it based on the number of videos per row. Maybe they did. I don't know. Banner image, Big Bang PNG. I don't know if I have that here. So we've got to make sure I have my profile image and my banner image in this directory. Right, we're going to call it index.html. Make sure output directory exists. Okay, it does exist. We're doing it. Archive existing. Okay. All right. Let me see if I have. Okay, I got my banner image. I've got my crow profile image. So those are in there. I want to see what parents. No errors if you, okay. So it uses that make directory. I wanted to make sure that make directory command that it was doing wasn't going to wipe out all the current contents of my directory somehow. And wipe out all of my video files, which would be a drag. So it says it's using mkdir, that's the command, -p, which means parents, and it says no error if existing. Okay, and it is existing. Make parent directories as needed with their file modes unaffected by any -m option. Mode, okay, that's setting mode, okay. All right, so that's not going to hurt anything. All right, so should we run it? This is crazy. I don't know if I want to do this or not. All right, I guess we can just run it and see what it does, right? So if the stream suddenly stops, it means that the program clobbered something very bad. So if you don't see me again for another week, I don't know. All right, here we go. We're going to run this damn thing. Gen dt html sh. All right. You ready? Here we go. Let's see what it does. Well, it's doing stuff. Hasn't broke yet. Oh, it's got some errors. No such file or directory. Integer expression. So it's not finding files for some reason. All right, it's broken. I'm going to stop it here. Okay, I've got all the files there. Oh, it started generating posters things. So it did that much anyway. Let's see here. Less doesn't work in my terminal for some reason, so I got to use more. I don't know why. So it's generating the poster images. I don't know if it generated all of them or not. All right, I'll run it again. I'll just let it run until it maybe it's. Such file or directory. Wait, I'm going to stop it again. Oops. Stop. So it looks like it's making thumbnails of all the videos. It's doing that much anyway. And it was saying it couldn't find the files, which is kind of weird because they're all here. Oh, it started creating a style sheet too. Okay, I don't know. I'll just run it until it stops, and it doesn't seem to be doing any damage here. Live experiments, black body radiation science, 8/11. Okay, it finally stopped. Site generation complete. Okay, well, it got to the end of the script. Got a lot of error messages here. Integer expression expected. So line 215 and 239 is where it was messing up. Line 215 and 239. Well, it actually generated the thing. So let me see something here. Okay, it generated 2 pages. So it got all the way through it anyway. Let's take a look at that HTML. Oops, that index HTML and see what that looks like. Can you read that? It's kind of hard to read. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make the terminal type bigger here. It did all this stuff, you know. It's video control poster. It's got the thing. Oh my God. Let's see here. It looks like it did the thing. It looked like it did it correctly, you know. I don't know what those error messages were. All right, let me see what it looks like here. All right. All right. So now I've got to figure out. I'm going to open it up in my browser and see what it looks like. All right. I guess. Let's see. Open file. All right. Are we ready? Let me see here. Okay, you can't see that. It opened up another window asking me to. I'm opening this up locally, but you can't see the window it's asking me to open it. But I'll open it. God damn! Look at that. There's my website. All right. All right, it's chopping this off, but Twitch does that too. So there must be a defect in my image file for some reason. Oh, let me get this over here. There we go. So I opened up that file. It generated this index HTML. It also generated a page 1 or page 2. I forget. Next. There's the navigation. Next. Let me hit next and see what that does. Okay, it brought it up. Previous. We can navigate between the pages. Little thing here, double, triple, uncensored. 6 million and no 6 billion. I've got 6 billion something. We don't know what it is, but it's got 6 billion of them now. 62 videos. I thought I had 70 something videos, so maybe that's a mistake that it made. Okay, that doesn't look like 3 across here, does it? That looks like 6 across instead of 3 across. There's 3 across on the bottom. But it does have a bunch of videos here. Look at that. Should we play one and see if it plays? Oh, and also it looks like it's got the right thumbnails too, right? It didn't pick up like the first frame of my video or anything for the you know, it went in a little bit to pick up something so many seconds in or whatever. Okay, here's one that's broke. Got a couple of them here that broke. No video with supported format and MIME type found. Okay, so we've got several of them here that broke for some reason with that FF probe command. All right, so that's a problem. But I don't know. I'm amazed that this thing did this all by itself. You know, it wrote a little script and went through all my files and created this web page all by itself. It made a mistake here. It's got 6 across instead of 3. It originally had it as 4, and I changed it to 3. So maybe if I change it to 2, maybe it'll do it right. All right, let's see. Let me find something distinctive here. These all look very similar. Oh, here I am. Here I am touching this thing. Okay, I'll play this one. Who should I vote for? All right, that's a 3-hour stream. All right, I'm touching the mic, so I'll find out where that. First, I'll see if it plays. Right. Click it. Okay. Is it making noise? Who should I vote for? 3 hours. I'm touching the mic, so I'll find out. First, I'll see if it plays. Swords. The horns move at. But I got this mic and this spring, and that's what I was using. When I talked into it, it sounded like this. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Swords. Okay, so that's. We're coming up on 8 minutes. Okay, there's 8 minutes right there. But it grabbed it from the right place. I got this mic. I connected it to this long. That's what I was using. When I talked into it, it sounded like this. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Sound waves hit the screen. Okay, so that's. We're coming up on 8 minutes. Okay. All right, so that's pretty cool. Grabbed it from the right place. It's able to play them. It's not exactly right, you know, but. And these are too small. I want them bigger. Pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, so that's. Let me try playing this one over here. Oh no, this one is not. All right, so that's pretty cool. Grabbed it from the right place. UV mushrooms and camera. It's not exactly right, you know, but let me see if I can find that thing. And these are too small. I want them bigger. Pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, so that's. Let me try playing this one over here. Oh no, this one is not. All right, so that's pretty cool. Grabbed it from the right place. UV mushrooms and camera. It's not exactly right, you know, but let me see if I can find that thing. And these are too small. I want them bigger. Pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, so that's. Let me try playing this one over here. Oh no, this. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going through the folder to see if it created anything else. It didn't create a JSON file.
Let me see if I can find that thing.
Which I think it should have done. It should have created a JSON file with the. Let me try playing this one over here. Oh no, this. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm some preliminary metadata, like the title of the stream, folder and all that kind of stuff, the title of the video and all that kind of stuff. It didn't create a JSON file. You know,
Let me see if I can find that thing.
which I think it should have. So and what I'm doing now is I'm checking this one right here, this one that says no video with supported format, UV mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. All right, so I found that file. It looks like a regular MP file. I'm gonna try to play it right now. I'm gonna click it and see if I can play it. The title of the video and all that kind of stuff. Didn't create a JSON file. Experiments, right? And what I'm doing now is I'm checking this one right here. This one that says no video with supported format. UV mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. All right, so I found that file. It looks like a regular MP file. I'm gonna try to play it right now. I'm gonna click it and see if I can play it. The title of the video and all that kind of stuff. Didn't create a JSON file. So I'm playing. This is that actual. What I'm doing now is I'm checking video. Seems to play without it. No video with supported format. UV mushrooms. I'm going to come up here. Let's see what I want to do here. I found that file. Let me look at the regular MP file. Properties. Do they have properties here somewhere in this? Here we go. Meta information. So I'm playing. This is that actual. What I'm doing now is I'm checking. Video seems to play without it. No video with supported format. UV mushrooms. I'm going to come up here. Okay, I don't see anything weird on that. Let me look at the properties. It's just the regular old. It's using, here we go. Meta information. Just regular old MPEG. So I'm playing. This is actually for. It's in a video. MP4 folder. So I don't know why that is. Why it thinks that this is not. On that? Why it can't do what it needs to do with this. Properties. No video with supported format and MIME type found. Here we go. Meta information. Okay, I guess what we can do is look for this thing in the HTML code. So I'll come over here, MP4 folder. So I don't know why that is. I'll look at the source. Why it thinks that this is not. Why it can't do what it needs to do with this. No video with supported format. Double-tribble-yt mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. Okay, I guess what we could do is look for this thing in the HTML code. So I'll come over here, MP4 folder. So I don't know why that is. I'll look at the source. Why it thinks that this is not. Why it can't do what it needs to open that in another tab. Problem open page. File not found. Double-tribble-yt mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. Okay, I guess what we could do is look for this thing in the HTML code. So I'll come over here, MP4 folder. So I don't know why that is. I'll look at the source. Why does that say that the file is not found? Why it can't do what it needs to open that in another tab. Problem open page. File not found. Double-tribble-yt mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. Oh, okay. I know what happened. So I'll come over here, MP4 folder. So I don't know why that is. I'll look at the source. Why does that say that the file is not found? Why it can't do what it needs to open that in another tab. Problem open page. File not found. Okay. Mushrooms and camera effect on impressionism. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. Oh, for some reason. Okay, I know what happened. All right, the name of the file is SDL, not DL. And for some reason, the program, the script, picked it up as DL instead of SDL. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. For some reason,
Okay, I know what happened.
right, the name of the file is SDL. So that's weird, not DL. And for some reason, the program, the script, picked it up as DL instead of SDL. I don't know. What are we showing right now?
Okay.
I don't know what I'm showing in
Oh, okay, I see what the problem is.
for some reason,
Okay, I know what happened.
right, the name of the file is SDL. So that's weird, not DL. So it's, and for some reason, the code, as DL instead of SDL. I don't know. What are we showing? This right code now? Here.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm showing in. This is the HTML document that it generated with the bash script. For some reason, and it generated this video tag, and it put in the name of the file as DL double triple blah 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 mushrooms. For some reason, the code, so I right click on that, try to open it up, it's not there. This code here. And it's not there because the actual name of the file, the HTML document that it generated with the bash script. For some reason, and it generated this video tag, which it should open up, and it put in the name of the file as DL double triple blah 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 mushrooms. For some reason, the code, so I right click on that, try to open it up, it's not there. This code here. And it's not there because the actual name of the file. So it's getting the names, the actual name of the. Okay. And it generated this video tag. I guess the browser doesn't admit to do that. DL double triple. All right. Blah 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 blah. Mushrooms. So it's getting it messed up the name here for some reason. The script. So I right click on that, try to open it up. It's not there. Messed up. Some of them it got right. Some of them it got the SDL right. The file. So it's getting the names, the actual name of the. Okay. And it generated this video tag. I don't know why that did that. File to do that. DL double triple. All right. Blah 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 blah. Mushrooms. So it's getting it messed up the name here for some reason. The script. So I right click on that, try to open it up. It's not there. Messed up. Some of them it got right. I know why that's got the SDL because it's. So it's getting the names, the names of the actual name of the. Okay. And it generated this video tag. I don't know why that did that. File to do that. DL double triple. All right. So for some reason, so it's got a bug. It's got a bug in there somewhere where it's not. Doing these, some of these videos, it's not, it's not finding them for some reason. The actual name of the. Okay. And generated this video tag. I don't know why that did that. This one here, it's just. All right. So no video for some reason. So it's got a bug. It's got a bug in there somewhere where it's not. Doing these, some of these videos, it's not, it's not finding them for some reason. Now, what's interesting is that this is. Let me open up the page source again here. This one here, it's just. All right, so no video for some reason. So it's got a bug. It's got a bug in there. So this one here, where it's not. Doing these, some of these videos, it's not, it's not finding them for some reason. Now, what's interesting, like this one here, this one does not display properly. Let me open up the page source right here. That one's not display. It's saying that there's no, can't find a file. No video for some reason. So it's got a bug. It's got a bug in there. So this one here, and that is one of my files in here. If I go to some of these videos, this one's called double triple, like this the 411 and why things are so crazy, blah blah. Okay, it's got a bunch of stuff in here. That one's not. It's saying that there's no. Let me see if I can find some similarity between these ones that are messing up. It's got a bug in there. So this one here, and that is one of my files. That might give me a clue as to why it's failing. If I go to what was the other one? The mushroom. This one's called double triple, like the 411 and why things are so crazy, blah blah. Okay, it's got a bunch of stuff in here. That one's not. It's saying that there's no. Let me see if I can find some similarity between these ones that are messing up. It's got a bug in there. So this one here, and that is one of my. That might give me a clue as to why it's failing. If I go to what was the other one? The mushroom. This one's called. double triple, like the 411 and why things are so crazy, blah blah blah. It's got a bunch of stuff in here.
That one's not. It's saying that the.
How did that
Let me see if I
go?
can find
There it
some
is.
similarity between these ones that are messing up. So this one here.
Okay, there's nothing weird about this
clue
that
as
I
to
can
why
see
it's failing. If I go
that's
to
any different than the other ones,
the mushroom, this one's called.
except it's supposed to be an SDL,
Like this one, the 411, and
but it was able to find some of the other SDLs.
got a bunch of stuff in here. That one's not. It's saying that the.
How did that
Let me
go?
see if I can find
There it
some
is. All right.
similarity between these ones that are messing up. So this one here.
Okay, there's
Let me
nothing
try to open
weird
this
about
JPEG
this
file
that I can
why
see.
it's failing.
That's any different than the other ones.
The mushroom. This one's called.
I'm gonna see if I can just open up that JPEG file on, but it was able to find some of the other SDLs in my
That one's not. It's saying that the.
thing here.
Let's see if I can find
There it
some
is. All right.
similarity between these ones that are messing up. This one here.
Okay, there's
Let me
nothing
try to open
weird
this
about
JPEG
this
file
that I can
why
see.
it's failing.
That's any different than the other ones.
The mushroom. This one's called.
I'm gonna see if I can just open up that JPEG file on, but it was able to find some of the other SDLs in my where'd that one go? There it is. Okay, there's nothing
Try to open
weird
this
about
JPEG
this
file
that I can see. That's any different than the other ones. I'm gonna see if I can just open up that JPEG file on, but it was able to find some of the other SDLs in my. Where did that file go? Maybe that's the problem. All right, let's see. 411. Where is that? It should have been right up at the top here. Okay, there's nothing.
Try to open this
about
JPEG
this
file
that I can see. That's any different than the other ones. I'm gonna see if I can just open up that JPEG file on. There's the mushroom one. The other SDLs in my. Where did that file go? Maybe that's the problem. All right, let's see. 411. Where is that? It should have been right up at the top here. Okay, there's nothing.
Try to open this JPEG file that I can see.
God damn.
That's any different than the other ones.
I'm gonna see if I can just open up that JPEG file on. There's the mushroom one. Unfortunately, this. Where did that file go? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know how to find. 411. Where is that? It should have been right up at the top here. This.
Okay, now try to open this JPEG file that I can see.
Damn.
That's any different
There it is. 411. 411. I thought. Okay, that is 414.25. Unfortunately, this. Where did that file go? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know how to find. 411. Where is that? It should have been right up at the top here. This.
now try to open this JPEG file that I can see.
Damn. There it is. 411. 411. I thought. Okay, I see what it did. It didn't create the JPEG file. Unfortunately, this. Where did that file go? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know how to find. 411. Where is that? That's the problem. It should have been right up at the top here. This. Damn. There it is. 411. 411. I thought. Okay. Okay, I see what it didn't generate. It didn't create the JPEG file. Unfortunately, this the video's there, but it didn't generate the thumbnail for the video. That's the problem. Which is totally weird. There it is. 411. 411. I thought. No, but it's not even letting me click though. See, that's not even. It didn't generate the thumbnail. It didn't create the JPEG letting me get into it here. The video's there, but it didn't generate the thumbnail for the video. That's the problem. Why would it do that? Why, if it's not even? It should allow me to click the. Totally weird. Oh no, and it's got two problems. It didn't generate the JPEG. It's not even letting me click though. See, that's not even. It didn't generate the thumbnail. Create the JPEG. And it cut off the leading S here. It should be SDL at the beginning of the title of that thing. That's the problem. So why would it do that? Maybe it's not even. It should allow me to click the. Totally weird.
Oh, no,
It
and
may
got
be
so
that,
it's got two problems. It didn't generate the
it's
JPEG.
not even
that
that-
click though. See, that's not even.
it
didn't generate the thumbnail.
create the
And
It dropped the S
cut off the leading
on here
S
for some
here. It
reason,
should be
and then
SDL,
it
beginning of the title of that.
was unable to generate the JPEG because there is no file by that name in there. That's probably what happened.
Why would it do that?
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
not even. It
All
should
right,
allow
so this
me
is
to
going to take
click
this is
the,
going to take some debugging now. I thought I was just going to be able to run this thing on the website.
It's got two problems. It didn't generate the JPEG.
tonight
That
or
click
this
though.
morning.
See, that's not even. It didn't create the JPEG.
It dropped the S
cut off the leading
on here
S
for
here.
some reason, and then I'm going to have to go through. Was unable to generate the JPEG. Find out why
because
it's
there is no file.
dropping that leading S on there. That's probably what happened.
Why would it do that?
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
not even. It
All
should
right,
allow
so this
me
is going to take
click
this is going to take some debugging now. I thought I was just going to be able to run this thing on the website.
It's got two problems.
Open
It didn't
file.
generate the JPEG.
Tonight
That
or
click
this
though.
morning.
See,
There
that's
we
not
go.
even.
It dropped the S
cut off the leading
on here
S
for some reason, and then I'm going to have to go through. Was unable to generate the JPEG. Find out why it's dropping that leading S on there. That's probably what happened.
Why would it do that?
Maybe.
It's not even. It should allow
Okay,
me
so it opens it without the leading, with the leading S. When I manually put that S in there, it opens up. Find out why it's not found. So it's all right. So that's. It looks like all of the problems could be attributed to that one issue. Probably, likely, that is dropping the first character, that first S, on some of the videos, which is kind of weird. And it also may have had something to do with me starting stopping the script. That could have done it too. Let me try something else. Let me go ahead and run that script again. I'll delete all the files. First, let me go through here and I'll delete all the crap that it created. And I'm just going to do that from the windows here. You want to watch what I'm doing? Let me see here. Delete all the crap that it created. Can you see that? Let me move that over. I'm just going to do that from the windows here. Get bigger or whatever. You want to watch what I'm doing? All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just delete all the crap that it created, which would be all of these JPEGs. Delete all the crap that it created. Can you see that? Move that over. I'm just going to do that from the windows here. Get bigger or whatever. All right. So we get all those JPEGs. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just delete all the crap that it created, which would be all of these JPEGs. Those will go to trash. Crap that it created. Or delete. Oh, I can delete them directly. That's nice. I'm just going to do that. Are you sure you want to delete them? Yep. Bigger or whatever. Okay, those are gone. All right. And JPEG. So what I'm going to do? Delete these guys. These just delete all the crap that it created. So the stuff that it generated. Those will go to trash. Crap that it created. Or delete. Oh, I can delete them directly. And that's it. And this is the file that does it. So. Are you sure you want to delete them? Yep. Bigger or whatever. All right. So now what I'll do is I'll go into the terminal. That it generated. Okay, there we are. So we're in the terminal. Those will go to trash. I just deleted all that stuff so we can look at it. And this is the file that does it. So are you sure you want to delete it? There's all my files. All right. So now what I'll do is I'll go into the terminal. They're all in there, I hope. And there's that .sh file, which I'm going to run here right now. This time I'm going to let it run without interrupting it. It's giving me errors, right? We already know it's got an error that it's generating too many. It's doing 6 across instead of 3 across. Go into the terminal. They're all in there, I hope.
And there's that .sh file, which I'm going to run here right now. This time I'm going to let it run without interrupting it. It's giving me errors, right? We already know it's got.
So I'll run it. It'll give me all those errors, and then I'll. But this time we'll do it clean. I'll let it run through without stopping and restarting and all that, and we'll see what it comes up with that way.
They're all in there. All right, I hope. And there's that .sh file, which I'm going to run here right now. This time I'm going to let it run without interrupting it. It's giving me errors, right? We already know it's got.
So I'll run it. It'll give me all those errors, and then I'll. But this time we'll do it clean. I'll let it run through without stopping and restarting and all that, and we'll see what it comes up with that way.
They're all in there. All right, I hope. And there's that .sh file, which I'm going to run here right now. This time I'm going to let it run without interrupting it. It's giving me errors, right? We already know it's got.
So I'll run it. It'll give me all those errors, and then I'll. But this time we'll do it clean. I'll let it run through without stopping and restarting and all that, and we'll see what it comes up with that way.
They're all in there.
Okay. Now one clue that I remember, it says 60 total videos, 60 pages 2. Now I got more than 60 videos in there. I'm pretty sure.
It'll give me all those errors, and then I'll. But this time we'll do it clean.
So that's a problem.
Run through without stopping and restarting.
That's not going to work.
See what it comes up with that way.
Okay. Now one clue that I remember, it says 60 total videos, 60 pages 2. Let me select these files. Let me see how many
I got more
here
than 60
that
videos in there. I'm
MP4.
pretty sure.
I created the JPEGs.
This time we'll do it clean.
So that's a problem.
Run through without stopping and restarting.
That's not going to work. 75 files. So I got 75 videos.
Okay.
But it only thinks it did 60.
It says 60 total videos.
So that's a problem.
Pages 2.
Let me select these files.
Let's go back to. I got more than 60 videos in there. I'm pretty sure.
I created this.
This time we'll do it clean.
So that's a problem.
That's
not going to work.
75
and
files.
I'll reload
so
this
I got
page
75 videos.
That it just created again. I told her to create it again. But it only thinks it did 60.
60 total videos. Pages 2.
Whoa. Let me select these files.
Let's go
Crash.
I got more than 60 videos in there. I'm pretty sure.
I created this. Restore this tab. Let me try restoring it and see what it does. That's not going to work.
75
and I'll reload
so
this
I got
page
75 videos.
that it just created again. I told her to create it again. But it only thinks it did 60.
60 total videos.
All right. So I'm gonna count the ones that are broken here, and I bet it's 15. Maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
75
and I'll reload
so
this
I got
page.
75 videos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16,
so
17.
I'm gonna count the ones that are broken here,
and I bet it's 15. Maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 60 videos. Okay, so we've got 6 per. Okay, so 1. Seven, 8, 9.
75
and I'll reload
so
this
I got
page.
75 videos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 14, 15, 16,
So
17.
I'm gonna count the ones that are broken here,
and I bet it's 15. Maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 60 videos. Okay, so we've got 6 per. Okay, so 1. I'm gonna try opening that page again, against my better judgment. All right, let me count these again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, total videos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9, 10, 11, 12,
7 times 6.
okay. 14, 15, 16,
So
17.
I'm gonna
That's
count
42,
the ones that are 43, 44, 45.
Maybe let's see, 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
60 videos. Okay, so we've got 6 per.
1.
I'm gonna try opening that page. And
again.
here we got 1,
Against
2,
my better
12, 13, 14, 15. So it's got 60 videos in there. So this problem is different. All right, let me count these again. It might be related. 1, I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Okay, total videos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6. It keeps crashing my thing here. All right, so I gotta do some troubleshooting.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go through that thing, that code, to figure out why it is dropping the first letter of some of my videos. That first S, it's kind of weird. I probably have to get into. It's probably that section that I said, "Oh, I trust that it's gonna work."
60 videos in there.
Right, that big thing with Z and
this problem is different.
So,
Different.
all right, but at least it got a lot of it done. It did a lot of this stuff for me already, and it.
1, 2, 3.
I'm really amazed that it just. And really, I mean, if I put that up on the website, people would be able to watch some of my videos at least. All right. So I gotta do some troubleshooting. I don't think I have to trust it to put it up on there yet. Code, figure out why it is dropping. So that's kind of cool. Some of my videos. I don't know if I want
That
to look
first
at that.
S,
It's kind of weird.
I
probably have to get into. It's probably that section that I said, "Oh, I trust that it's
got
going to work."
60 videos in there.
We can look at it and see.
That big thing
where it's messing up is probably. Let's see here. So now I changed. All right, but it's at least it got a lot of it done. It did a lot of. We could try that. I could try changing it back to 3, and I'm really amazed that it just. And run it.
Really,
I mean,
if I put that up on the website, people would be able to watch
some of them. Do that. I don't do that just for fun.
All right.
Put it back to 3, which is what it had in there to begin with.
I don't think I have to
because it might.
that code.
Maybe it assumed that. So that's kind of
cool.
changed or something, or who knows.
Some of my.
So all right, let's try that. Let's go through and we'll change that again. Run it again rather.
It's probably that section that I said, "Oh, I trust that it's going to work."
60 videos. We can look at it and see.
That big thing
where it's messing up is probably. Let's see here.
So now I changed.
All
Right,
this
but
stuff.
it got a lot of it done. It did a lot of.
We
it.
could try that. I could try changing it back to 3.
Let me make sure.
And
I'm really amazed that it just.
And run it.
Really, I mean, if I put that up on the
so
website,
this is all the files that it generated, the JPEGs and the
put it back
HTML,
so it
CSS, all that stuff. I'll leave all the MP4s in my video and my
maybe
profile pictures and all that.
That's kind of changed or something, or who knows.
So we will delete those.
Yep.
So delete. Is that putting them into the trash?
Change that
I'm gonna
again.
do the trash.
Run it again rather.
It's empty.
It's probably that section that I said, "Oh, I trust that it's going to work."
That's weird. I didn't know Thunar could do that. This version of Thunar.
Where it's messing up is probably. Let's see here.
So
now I changed. Right, but it got a lot of it done. It did a lot of.
We
it.
could try that. I could try changing it back to 3. All right. So let's run that again.
And run it. Really, I mean, if I put that up on the website,
this is all the files that it generated, the JPEGs. Go back up here again. HTML, CSS, all that stuff. I'll leave all the MP4s in my video and my
maybe
profile pictures and all that.
That's kind of changed.
Make sure I got it. So we will delete those.
Yep.
So delete. Is that putting them into the trash? I'm gonna do the trash. I got them all.
It's probably that section that I said, "Oh, I trust that it's going to work."
That's weird. I didn't know Thunar could do that. This version of Thunar.
Where it's messing up is probably. Let's see here.
So
now I changed.
right,
Right, but it
So we'll run that thing again.
We could try
This
that.
time I
could try
changed
changing
it to
back
3, right? All right. So let's run that again.
and run it.
I don't remember.
So this is all the files that it generated. The JPEG
Guy back up here again.
HTML, CSS, all that stuff. I'll leave all the MP4s in my video and my maybe profile pictures and all that.
Make sure I got it.
So we will delete those. Yep. So delete
3. Yeah, I changed it back to 3. Okay.
I got them all.
Here we go.
That's weird. I didn't
See
know
if it likes
Thunar
it
could do that.
with its own thing in there.
Where it's messing
Okay, it's still got those bugs. Those.
Okay.
So we'll run that thing again. This time I changed it to 3, right?
All right. So let's run that again.
Yeah. So it's.
I don't remember. So this is all
That one, now it only did 14 videos. It messed 4 of them up. Okay, so it's pretty buggy. Yeah, it's pretty buggy.
So we will delete those. Yep. So delete
3. Yeah, I changed it back to 3. Okay.
got them all.
So I guess we just are gonna have to its own thing and shut that off. Still got those bugs. Those.
Okay.
So we'll run that thing again. This time I changed it to 3, right?
All right. So let's run that again.
Yeah. So it's.
I don't remember. So this is all
So now it only did 14 videos. So it's run it with the original 3 in there. Messed 4 of them up. It messes up. It's pretty bad. Run it with the. I changed it to 4. It did a lot more. Yeah, I changed it back to 3. But yeah, it's really hurting. It's got some problems there. So I guess we just are gonna have to. We're gonna have to shut that off. Figure out why it's doing that.
So we'll run that thing again. 3, right? All right. So
Let's see line 215 and 239. Let's see here.
So now it only did 14 videos.
No, actually, let me bring this up. I changed it to 4. It did a lot more. But yeah, okay. It's got some problems there. All right, so line 2, 13, and 239. How do you jump to a line here? Is there a way to do that in this stupid? See those 215, 39. Let's see here. So 14 videos. View. Line numbers. There you go. Actually, all right. Bring this up. 213. If duration is less than 3600. Okay, so this variable here, it says it was expecting an integer. Is that what it was? It was expecting. It was wrong type. 30. So let's see. How do you get to a integer is duration. See those ampersand. Numbers. There you go. Bring this up. 213. If duration is less than 30 seconds. Okay, so this variable here, it says it was expecting an integer. Is that what it was? It was expecting 13. It was a wrong type. So let's see. How do you get to it? Integer is duration. See those Okay, so it's totally messed up here. The way I'm seeing this is that this line here is running the FF probe command on the video. It says expecting on file. It's putting the result of that, the output from that thing, into durations. So it's totally here. What I'm seeing is that this line here is then running the FF durations segment on the video. Okay, I see what the problem is. See, it's just trying to run this thing as an actual command. And friends here. Putting the result of that, the output from that into durations. So that's back. You see what we're doing there? It's taking a modulo here, I think, of this thing. Percent is a modulo. I don't know what the star is. But that's not a command, right? It's trying to run that as a command. As an actual command with only one paren on it. I think it needs to be two parens here. Oh no, wait, these are brackets. Okay, these are okay. No, that's right. Never mind. This is taking a modulo. Okay, so it's parsing that. Okay, that's totally different. Okay, so it's taking this thing and it's parsing it. Command, right? It's command with only one paren on it. I think it needs to be two parens here. We can try running this. Oh no, wait, these are and printed it out and see what it does. No, that's right. Never mind. But this line here is not. This is taking a modulo. You know, it's not working because of that. What was the other one? 239 was the other line. It might be counting this as for its errors. It might be counting this as one line. I think it needs to be try running this. Oh no, these are and print it out. See what it does. Never mind. I forget what the error message was. This line here is not. It's not working because of that. Integer expression 39 expected. It might be counting this as it might be counting this as one line. I think it needs to be I don't know why it's giving me the error. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go through and troubleshoot this for a little while. This line here is not. I won't torture you guys anymore with this. It's kind of boring. Integer expression, I guess. Expected. So, but it did work kind of. We got some kind of output out from it. You know what I could do? That would be something fun to do. Is actually feed that back into it. Feed the error messages back into the Copilot and see what it says. Let's do that. That would be fun. Let's try that. All right. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna if we've got context yet on that. Oh shit! I don't think I can copy here from here. I do this. All right, I'll just type it in here to the AI. See what it says. Firefox. Right, you see that? It's kind of messed up, isn't it? Do this. I'll just type it in. All right, to the. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the what it said because I can't. It's not letting me copy and paste from my terminal. I don't know if that's a feature or a bug. I don't use the terminal on Windows very often. All right, so I will say, okay, use the. So I'm going to do an error. Use errors with it's not errors. Copy paste from my terminal. Okay. That's a feature or a bug. I use that two terminals. Alright, so I will say okay. error.
Copy paste from a terminal feature, but so
Alright, copy error.
Copy paste from a terminal.
Okay, that's what they said. Alright, let's see what it says to this. It's tough to think hard. Let's see. On this Copilot, it's got these two settings. You can say, give a quick answer, or think deeper. And I told it to think deeper. Okay, that's what they said. Error message means that dash expected a numeric integer value for the arithmetic comparison or calculation, but one of the operands was empty or non-numeric. In our script, okay, it remembers the script. This typically happens when a variable, most likely duration, that's where it was, okay, is empty, not empty, when used inside the an arithmetic like for the arithmetic comparison or calculation. That's not what it was. But one of the operands was empty or non-numeric. In our script, okay, remembers the script. All right. This typically happens. Why does this happen? May not return a value. Okay, when the script calls ffprobe to get video's duration, if it fails or returns no value for a particular file, will be empty. Okay. Consequently, when you strip off the decimal part using that, okay, will also be empty. Okay. May not return an empty value when you use the comparison to get video's duration. If it fails and returns no value for a particular file, will be empty. Okay. I hope nobody out there in the program are looking for a job. Oh my God, find them. These AIs out there. This is these things are too make it too easy. Just to, I don't know how it's going to work out. A lot of unemployed people here, and this is just AI. Robots I was watching today, we had a conference program some sort of these AIs convention up in Detroit, and they had these robots doing all the factory jobs. You know, they're showing that these people who run factories, conventions, this is the people who run factories. So all the people who make stuff to sell to factories work at this convention. And one of them was this robot company. They were demonstrating robots, you know, walking around picking up boxes, basically doing all the things that people do in factories. And they got robots that didn't show us that I don't know what all those people are going to do at the convention. To solve this problem, you need to ensure stuff to factories about input your robot company. It's telling you robots do the code and everything, how to fix it, you know, basically doing all the things that people do. So, in fact, they got rid of it. This shouldn't have broken the way that we're getting, all right? We're getting bigger problems than just this. This is just the air message. We had all those other problems. You know, it was cutting off the first part of the, so, I mean, that. Also, okay, some of the bigger problems are just this. This is just in we had all of also okay, some of the bigger problems is the file Also, okay, can you see this? Yeah, you can type in there. So also, in some of the video tags, the first character of the file name for the files was missing. Why? Let's see what it says about that. Was missing. Okay, can you see this? Also, some of the video tags, the first character of the file name for the files was missing. Why? Let's see what it says about that. Okay, still thinking. Can you see this? Also, some of the character of the files. My audio's cutting out for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, still thinking. My CPU load is not that high, so I don't know why that's doing that. Sorry about that. Dash, no, let's start with a dash. My audio's cutting out for some reason. I don't know why. Still thinking. Field splitting or trailing control key load is not that high, so I don't know why that's doing that. Sorry about that. Alright. Alright, so I just have to go through and debug the thing. But it's pretty cool that they've got that it's was able to do that. I was able to generate that thing. It almost worked. And I think my oatmeal's cool by now. Cool enough to eat. Alright. So that's how you set up a website for your own videos. It is pretty easy. I mean, it's not that. When I get this done, I'll put the code out there. You know, or you can just go to my website and download the code, and it should work. And just use it if you want. I'm trying to make it look like a YouTube or a Twitch video page. You know. So if anybody else wants to do it, you can just copy that code and put it on your own website if you want. All right. I don't know if there's anything else I got to do here. Well, let me see. I wasn't even checking for ads. The ads don't show up on the VODs, so I don't have to worry about it. And I did this at like 4 in the morning, so we didn't have anybody interrupting me on chat, or very few people who tuned in to watch. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and play the closing now. Oh, I gotta do a public service announcement. Do I have enough video to do it? I'm going to try to close a bunch of windows here to see if I can get my audio to work. Because it's all messed up. It's not working right. See if there's anything else I can close here. Close that. Okay, I'm going to close this too. Alright, it sounds like it's working now again. I'm delayed about 30 seconds, so it's hard for me to tell my fix something. You gotta wait 30 seconds for it for the fix to go through. All right. PSA. All right, I'm going to do a public service announcement. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so everybody make sure you wear your N95 mask. That's my public service announcement. It's got to say on it, N95. It's got to say NIOSH, N-I-O-S-H, with capital letters. If it doesn't have that on it, it's not an N95 and it won't work correctly. You know, it won't filter correctly probably. And it has to have straps that go all the way around and behind your head. Those masks that you wear that just have the little loops that go behind your ears, those are not N95 masks, and they may not work properly. N95 mask, these respirators, these meltdown fabric that is electrostatically charged, that attracts the little particles that have the viruses on them and traps them in here. Just an ordinary piece of cloth or these other BS masks with the ear loops and all that, you know, they're not gonna catch the viruses as well. So make sure you wear an N95. Make sure you wear it whenever you go out in public, because you know we've got 100 or 200 people a day dying from COVID and flu. You know, still. So you gotta wear your mask, even if nobody else around you is wearing a mask. Wear your mask, because if nobody else is wearing a mask around you, then it's even that much more dangerous out there, right? If they're not wearing their mask, it means they don't care that they could be infected, and you know it's more dangerous then. So don't be afraid to wear your mask when you're out in public. And don't be embarrassed to death. Okay, that's my public service announcement. All right, we're gonna wrap it up now. All right, everybody, take care. I hope this works. See ya. Bye.